Hey guys, in this video, we can discuss Leetcode 359 log rate limiter. So basically for this problem, we can design a logger system that receives a stream of messages with their timestamp, and each unique message should only be printed at most every 10 seconds. So if it's within 10 seconds, we shouldn't print it out. So basically, we're gonna implement a function called should print message, and then return the boolean if the message should be printed or not. So um, the the first approach I come up with is to just use a hash map, a dictionary, to store the a dictionary of the timestamp for each message. So basically, like the key will be the message, and then the value will be the timestamp. And then when we receive new messages, we just compare the last time we have the message printed time and to see if it's within 10 seconds or not. So let's try to code it out. All right, so to initialize, we just to initialize a hash map. So give me a second. Let me just initialize a map equals to just empty dictionary. And all right, so now let's say for every message comes in. So if message in, sorry, in self map, and the time is within the 10 seconds, and self map of the message is larger than the current timestamp. And then we just return false. Otherwise, we just return true and update the hash map. All right, so for this problem, let's just run and see how it goes. Yeah, looks good. So now this is quite straightforward, right? So in coding interviews, when we ask this problem, we can have a lot to discuss with the interviewer regarding like how to the approach to solve this. So in for this approach, we can say like, what if there are lots of distinct messages, like every message is different from each other? Then we are basically the hash map is storing everything, even like something like longer than 10 seconds ago. So this is not space-wise, it's not efficient because like we are storing everything and which are longer than 10 seconds. So for cases like when we have lots of distinct messages, then this is not the approach to go. So what we can do is like we can have another approach is like we have a deep queue. So basically when every message comes in, because they come in with in the timestamp order. So when a new message comes in, we just like loop through the deep queue and pop out all the messages which are older than 10 seconds, and we only keep a deep queue of messages within 10 seconds. And then we can check if the new message has any, if the deep queue has any duplicate messages with the current message. So we can use a hash set to do that. So we can have a set of the messages in the deep queue and a deep queue of the timestamps of the messages within the last 10 seconds. And then we can check duplicates if with the current message or not. Okay, so let's try to code that out as well. So let me just comment this out. And we can have a new approach with deep queue. So what we can do is like win the set. And we need a deep queue. So we can just import that from collections. Sorry, DQ, not deep queue, my bad. Self dot equals DQ. Right? So now when a new message comes in, right? So while self dot queue exists, then the message and the timestamp. Let me see, like the, let's say earliest message and earliest timestamp. Will be the queue, the first item in the queue. So if timestamp minus earliest timestamp is larger than 10 seconds, then we can just pop up the queue. Left. All right, and then we can also need to remove the message from the message set because it's already popped up. All right. And otherwise, just break it up. So now in the message queue, in the DQ and the message set, we only keep all the messages within the last 10 seconds, within 10 seconds. So let's check if the current message exists in the set or not. If message, right, in set, we just return false. Otherwise, we can return true and we can just add it into the set. So we just we need to add it in the set. And add it to the queue. All right, so let's run and see how it goes. Yep, looks good. So in this case, like if we have lots of duplicate, like lots of distinct messages, right? Like it will be more efficient because we only store the data for the last 10 seconds. All right, so this is the end of the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.